Blizzard officially announces Overwatch 2, first details, cinematic and gameplay trailers. Activision and Blizzard have officially revealed Overwatch 2, a supercharged sequel that will send players deeper into the world and story of Overwatch. The game promises to build upon the original game's critically acclaimed foundation of world-class PvP competition, and below you can find the first details for it. In Overwatch 2, players will take on the roles of the world's heroes in cooperative missions that challenge them to team up, power up, and stand together against an overwhelming outbreak of threats around the globe. Players will also battle each other in the next evolution of competitive Overwatch play, which carries forward existing players' accomplishments and loot collections and features the current complete Overwatch roster, a new generation of heroes, new internationally recognizable maps that widen the scope of the world, a new push map type, and more. J. Allen Brack, president of Blizzard Entertainment, said, "With Overwatch 2, we're building the cooperative, narrative-driven game experience that players have been asking for since the original, and that we've wanted to make for a long time. We're looking forward to telling the next chapter of this epic story in-game, and we're excited to give players a whole new kind of co-op experience built around progressing and customizing their favorite heroes, all while providing even more of everything they love about Overwatch today." In the sequel's action-packed cooperative story missions, players will experience the advent of a new Overwatch as Winston, Tracer, and other members of the original Overwatch join forces with a new generation of heroes. Players will take an active role in the Overwatch saga as a new global crisis unfolds through a series of intense, high-stakes four-player missions. As the story progresses, players will team up as different sets of heroes and fight to defend the world from the Amnuk forces of Null Sector, uncover the motives behind the robotic army's attacks, and come face to face with rising new threats around the globe. The battle continues in hero missions, where the Overwatch team will be called upon to go beyond their limits as they deploy across the planet, defending cities against robot invasions, taking on elite Talon agents, and battling the villainous forces laying siege to the world. In this highly replayable mode, players can level up their favorite heroes and earn powerful customization options that supercharge their abilities in co-op play, such as altering Reinhardt's fire strike to ignite nearby enemies or modifying Tracer's pulse bomb to cause a devastating chain reaction, granting the extra edge they need against the overwhelming odds. To help realize these missions, the sequel also introduces significant engine upgrades that support larger maps for co-op play, as well as the wide variety of new enemies and factions that players will encounter on their missions. The game also introduces visual enhancements designed to bring players' favorite heroes, and their new looks for Overwatch 2 to life in greater detail. Overwatch 2 also represents the beginning of a new era for the series' world-renowned competitive 6v6 play. In addition to carrying forward all of the original game's heroes, maps, and modes, as well as existing Overwatch players' accomplishments and loot collections, the sequel adds multiple new playable heroes to the ever-growing roster, widens the scope of the world with even more maps and locations, and adds a new push map type, in which two teams compete to make a robot, that happens to be pretty good at pushing things, push the map's objective to their opponent's side. Last but not least, current Overwatch players will battle side by side with Overwatch 2 players in PvP multiplayer. In addition, current Overwatch players will be able to play Overwatch 2 heroes and maps, ensuring the core PvP experience remains dynamic and vital for today's community in the Overwatch 2 era.